Hello everyone, I'm Luis, and today we are going to talk about microplastics with my partner Hector. Scientists have known for decades that plastic is a material that never breaks down or benigni biodegrades. All plastic items break up into even smaller particles that remain plastic. Microplastics and nanoplastics are emerging environmental pollutants having a major ecotoxicological concern to humans and many other biotes, especially aquatic animals. The physical and chemical composition of microplastics majorly determine their exotoxicological risk. However, comprehensive knowledge about the exposure routes and toxic effects of nanoplastics on animals and human health is not fully known. This review focuses on the potential exposure routes, human health impacts, and toxicity response of microplastics on human health, through reviewing the literature on studies conducted in different in vitro and in vivo experiments on organisms, human cells, and the human experimental exposures models. Microplastics and nanoplastics can enter the human body through our skin when we eat and drink, and even when we breathe. Plastic particles traverse through indoor and outdoor air, fresh waters, oceans, and other aquatic ecosystems, soils, plants, weather systems, and atmosphere, and in the bodies of animals, including, as we know, humans. This, in addition to the toxic and climate warming pollution and injustices driven by plastic production, transportation, use, and disposal.
A study revealed that in mice, exposure to microplastics had led to a significant alteration in oxidative stress levels and tissue accumulation in the gut, liver, and kidney. Changes in lipid metabolism and the individual energy production are also described. Microplastics measure less than 5 millimeters and can be divided into types: primary microplastics and secondary microplastics. They can be in people's bloodstreams, organs, muscles, fluids, and tissues. We can define primary microplastics as those that are thrown into the environment, representing approximately 25%, while secondary microplastics are those that are degraded from macroplastics, such as bottles, bags, structures, etc. These are more prevalent, accounting for approximately 75% of all microplastics in nature. This allows the microplastics to lodge in organisms, through which it will reach its predator when it seeks for feed, and then be inherited by a mother to her child through the mammary glands, giving a cycle in which they can hardly be eliminated from the bodies of organisms. Now, we're gonna see a reinforcement video.
Microplastics. Microplastics are pieces smaller than 5 millimeters. Some of them are used in cosmetics or toothpaste, but most result from floating waste that is constantly exposed to UV radiation and crumbles into smaller and smaller pieces. 51 trillion such particles float in the ocean, where they are even more easily swallowed by all kinds of marine life. This has raised concerns among scientists, especially about health risks from the chemicals that are added to plastic. BPA, for example, makes plastic bottles transparent, but there's also evidence that it interferes with our hormonal system. DEHP makes plastics more flexible, but may cause cancer. It would be pretty bad if microplastics are toxic because they travel up the food chain. Zooplankton eat microplastic. Small fish eat zooplankton. So do oysters, crabs, and predatory fish. And they all land on our plate. Microplastics have been found in honey, in sea salt, in beer, in tap water, and in the household dust around us. 8 out of 10 babies and nearly all adults have measurable amounts of phthalates, a common plastic additive, in their bodies. And 93% of people have BPA in their urine. There is little science about this so far, and right now it's inconclusive. We need a lot more research before panic is justified. But it is safe to say that a lot of stuff happened that we didn't plan for, and we have lost control over plastic to a certain extent, which is kind of scary.
This will be all from our side. Thank you very much.